T for interior. So we're inside somewhere. Right here. This is that setting. I'm going to show you a live example of one of my short films, my scripts you're going to see, and I'm going to show you the actual example of the video. You're going to see two examples. Example number one is a lucid dreaming short skit I did with Freddy Krueger and the #1 lucid dream coach in the entire world.
One in months!
Freddy, I hear you and I will escalate your complaint.
And number two, the #1 Trump impersonator in the entire world. We did a short film with him.
You know, Joe, these handcuffs show how unfairly...
So get ready, we're gonna go over it right now.
Finish him!
Screenwriting software. I've been writing on Celtic since probably for the last 10 years. And at first I got the free version and it actually downloaded your computer. Now they have this. It's like Adobe Premiere vibes. So these are all the short films I've written, man. It's just insane. So let's go ahead and let's get one that actually did pretty good. This one's pretty cool. Freddy discovers lucid dreams. Okay, so this was a project that I actually made with a lucid dreamer. He's one of the best lucid dream coaches in the entire world, Charlie Morley. He's on Mind Valley. And I'm a very good Freddy Krueger. Literally, I'm a really good Freddy Krueger. I get the mask. I do a really good impersonation. So what we did here is we actually did. Actually, let's look it up. I'll show you what here. We'll go to his YouTube channel, Charlie Morley. Here he is. The videos. Here it is right here. Bam.
Freddy, it's great to finally meet you. We set up this call because I hear that you'd like to make a personal complaint against me for teaching lucid dreaming.
Hi, Charlie. Good to finally meet you too. Listen, yeah, that's right. With you teaching everyone how to lucid dream, I'm out of business. You're literally ruining my chances to work freely.
Okay, look, I hear you, but how did this actually affect your ability to work freely?
Look, I'm all about the whole killing and maiming and nightmare thing, but with all these kids and their lucid dreams hugging me, it's putting me out of work. I haven't terrified anyone in months.
Freddy, I hear you and I will escalate your complaint. But until then, have you ever considered maybe just not killing people in their nightmares?
What?
With a little more love in your life, you could really start to integrate your shadow side.
Shadow side?
And really start living your best life full of love and joy and...
No. No. Oh, I gotta stop eating cheese before bed.
If you want to become part of Freddy's worst nightmare, then check out my new book, the second edition of Dreams of Awakening. Out now, available anywhere that sells books. Check the link in the bio.
I love that so much, dude. Okay, so it was kind of like a short film mixed with an advertisement. So here we're going to go over the script, and we actually have two versions. Let me make sure the cheese. Here we go. Guys, all right. So we're going to start from the top. It's called Dreams of Awakening, Charlie Morley and Freddy. And right now we have this. I'm going to assume that you never written a script before. So this is called INT for interior. So we're inside somewhere. We're in a dark room with spider webs, nighttime. All right. And if you go back to the film, we kind of like had that setting right here. This is that setting. This is what I was writing. It's kind of cool to actually go back and forth to analyze this. I've never done this before. This is actually kind of fun. So Freddy says, Charlie, keep talking about the thing where people can wake up in their dreams from your book, looking to get more customers. So at first, it was kind of like this. He was interviewing Charlie, and so then back to Charlie, interior his office again, and we have Charlie. He says, "Well, Freddy, when you're lucid dreaming, everything is more real than real." And then Freddy says, "Oh yeah," So you can see how the script changed a little bit, but we did two versions, but this one's pretty good too. Charlie says this, so we keep going back and forth, and right here, this is important because after they go kind of back and forth, the dialogue, it says cut to, and usually in that it cuts to Charlie's book, something that's like
You want to become part of Freddy's world.
So again, you're cutting and you say what's happening. This is called the action. Charlie's book, Dream Awakening, cuts in. Voiceover Charlie. Charlie, get my book of dreams. Boom, 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 DM. And then we have a version 2 as well under it. So this is just for me for reference. So we shot two versions of this. And again, we are just going right down the line. Boom, boom, boom. Dialogue. Cut to Freddy's bedroom. Interior. This is when we cut to him actually here. He's waking up from a dream. So Freddy, you want to do for dialogue, you can kind of like do a what's that called again? I forget. Quotation, not quotation. It's a colon, not a colon. It's parentheses. Jeez. We see Freddy's eyes closed, murmuring, "No, no," before he wakes up from the nightmare with a jolt. So going back to this.
No, no. Oh.
Whoa, I gotta stop eating cheese before bed. So right here, again, it's parentheses because it's more of like what he's doing, what's the action that he's doing. So there's two ways to do action. You can do the action here, or you can do, I sometimes do action in parentheses right here. Then I go right back to the dialogue. And then that's what happens is, whoa, I gotta stop eating cheese before bed.
Oh, I gotta stop eating cheese before bed.
Then I added like the sound effect of like, a sitcom, and then it's the call to action. So that's super cool. That's a really, really good short film we did. More like a short ad, if you will. So let's go down here. Let's get something else. Trump versus Biden. This is a really good one here. So at the time, we had the number one Trump impersonator in the entire world, John D. Domenico. He was actually, doing. Let me just show you John D. Domenico. Okay, here he is right here. So he's super good at Trump impersonations. So if you go to his videos, he's got, millions of views with Trump. So I hit him up and I was like, "Hey, let's do a Trump versus Biden skit." And it's a pickleball because pickleball was huge and Trump and Biden were debating. So if we actually go to the debate, Trump versus Biden pickleball. Trump versus Biden. Oops, pickleball debate. Here we are. So that's on mine. So here we go. We did two versions. So we reconnected to his. Here's his as well. Go to his.
The new Bearskin Hoodie 4.0 claims to be the most advanced, waterproof tactical hoodie ever made. But the real
Cool. Okay. So let's go to our script here. Interior, Trump walks onto the court in a jail shirt, handcuffed. Biden walks out with a red, white, and blue sweatband. Again, we have the interior. We're in a pickleball court. Trump is walking. Biden is walking. Let's see that play out. Okay. Biden says, then after we do the action, then Biden, "Well, Donald, I have to say, that's quite the pickleball outfit." Trump says, "Joe, these handcuffs just show how unfairly I've been treated." But so basically, like that was the time where Trump was like going in jail, in and out of jail. So we have this dialogue.
Oh, Donald, I have to say, it's quite an outfit for pickleball. You know, Joe, these handcuffs show how unfairly I've been treated by your corrupt DOJ. But you know what? It doesn't matter because I'm still going to kick your.
So right there, if you look what he says, "Joe, these handcuffs just show you how unfairly I've been treated, but even in these, I can still beat you." Like we did take a couple of takes, and John's so funny. He's a phenomenal comedian that he just comes up with stuff on the fly. So whenever you're writing your script, have a little leeway, have a little fun, but just know that your actors can come up with whatever you're saying, but enhance it if they're really good actors. And as a director, I definitely let them play in that area. So Karen is a moderator. As you know, everyone has to have a Karen. So Karen, a moderator, is wearing a colorful outfit, walks in, sits down at a table in front of. So that never happened. We actually wrote that. She sits down, but she doesn't. She's already sitting down. Plus, we were on time constraints. Like when I was writing this, I imagined like we had more time, but we had like a certain amount of time. It's like at this point, it's like 2 in the morning. Not kidding. In Vegas, and it was like the hottest time of the year. So Karen says, gentlemen, she says her thing. And then we're going back and forth between Karen, Trump, Biden, Karen, right? So let's see how that plays out.
And welcome to the first ever pickleball debate. Donald, it was a little stormy, stormy outside, so luckily we could be inside.
What's your name again?
Karen,
Of course it is.
Yeah, hey, come on, let her finish, man.
the rules are simple. You each get a talented pickleball partner.
Cool. So you each get a talented pickleball partner. And then it cuts to Dirty J, me. I play that character back to my movie. We're building up this character. A tall man wearing a tank top jersey that says easy money. So going back here it is. Dirty J. He starts walking. Easy money. Get that shot right there. And then he's wearing an I love tennis hat. So we have like in quotations the stuff that I really want to emphasize. So when we're on set filming that, I'd make sure we're getting those shots. So we can go back here and see. And he walks over to Donald Trump, uncuffs him. And then, so yeah, he's going to uncuff Donald right here. And then Trump says, hey, thanks. What's your name? Dirty J. I like that. Sometimes you got to play dirty to win. Dash comes over here. We always kind of like describe who they are. So Dash in caps, whenever you're introducing a character, have it in caps. A mid-30s athletic man wearing casual athletic clothes walks over to Joe. So we'll see how this plays out here.
Thanks. What's your name?
Dirty J.
Dirty J. I like that, because sometimes you got to play dirty to win.
Hey, how about a fist bump? Bring it in. I'm coming in hot.
So there's his casual clothes. He's got a headband. We didn't add the headband, I don't think, in here. We enhanced it on set. There's the fist bump. Let's win, man. What's your name? Let's do it. Name's Dash. So let's see how that played out.
Oh yeah. Hey, let's win, man. What's your name?
Name's Dash. Let's do it, Joe.
I like that. Yeah.
So he's saying, I like that. Yeah, like he was channeling Biden. He did a phenomenal job. This is another actor I worked with. He's been in a couple of film festivals of mine. So let's go down. Karen says, I don't know why I wrote 2 here. I think I was being systematic of number 1, number 2. Okay, she says 2, your team each get up to 4 hits to answer the questions. Still classic pickleball rules. You can't volley in the kitchen. Good luck. So let's see how that plays out.
Team each gets up to 4 hits. The rules are pickleball classic. You are not allowed to volley in the kitchen. Good luck.
We don't need it.
I like this guy.
So that's a good example where I say, we don't need it. He says, I like this guy. It really says, I like this guy already. So again, it's your actors are playing your characters that you write, but they have some fun. They have some wiggle room. So just keeping that in mind all the time. So next it cuts to, again, we're cutting still interior pickleball court. Then I say same morning to emphasize that we're not in a new location. Then it says Trump is wearing a new tennis outfit and has a paddle that has the rematch 2024 graphics on it. So we see how that plays out. And there it is right there. We're going to emphasize it more. Get a close look at that. And that is a fucking hilarious paddle. We actually have that paddle here somewhere. It's so funny.
First question, Donald, what's your take on pickleball injuries?
Okay. Here it is. First question, Donald. What's your take on pickleball injuries, making our healthcare system expensive? And this was really challenging to film because Donald's going to serve the ball, and then he goes into, so there's the action. Well, pickleball injuries, Karen, like any injuries can add to this healthcare. Hey, Taylor, is that you? T? I was hoping it'd be him. Um, so Donald Trump serves the ball, and then he says, "Well, Karen, pickleball injury." So he starts to do this, um, and I'm like, "How do we emphasize that he's playing pickleball while he's answering it?" So it's really tricky, but I saw it somewhere in a film that we could pull this off. So let's see how it plays out.
Are pickleball injuries causing the healthcare system to be overloaded?
Well, pickleball injuries, Karen, are actually a good thing because they help the economy.
So you see how like we're going back and forth. I was able to like have other people hit the ball while he's saying that in the voiceover.
That means more money. And no one knows more about money than me. Me and money are BFFs. The problem are these politicians like Sleepy Joe who make it all a big bureaucracy.
Going back to the script, how he serves it one time and everyone else is playing the point out really but him. And then it just keeps going. Karen's like, Biden, same question to you, as if the point is continuously being played out. So let's see how that looks.
Like I've said before, my favorite phrase, drain the swamp.
Biden, to you, the same question.
Donald, I understand your concerns about healthcare costs. Seriously, no joke, no joke.
So
Here,
again,
real.
like it's almost as if the point never ended, and now we got Donald Trump re-engaged with the point. So again, it was super tricky to do this. It looks simple, but it was very hard for us to do that. So we're kind of figuring it out in the script. It's Biden hits ball and just says his line, and then you notice how I don't have any scenes of the people hitting the ball. So on set, I had to improvise that and make sure we get those shots. And we did like, I batch film like 5 shots of this guy doing the same thing, different variations of the same angle. And that's how I was able to piece it together like a puzzle in post. So then Karen, after Biden says this, he says next, Karen is going to say her thing.
I mean, the government's just going to pay for everything, so don't worry.
Next question to Donald. Wait a second. That paddle, it's illegal.
Karen, I can assure you that this paddle.
So that's really good. So we wanted to sell these paddles, and we didn't sell one, but um, she says that, and then so Donald says this thing. He's like, Karen, this paddle, I can assure you, meets the standard of this rematch. And then he looks at camera, he breaks the fourth wall. And if you click the link in the button below, you can buy this paddle. So let's see how that plays out.
Meets the standards of this rematch. And if you would like to own this paddle, go to the description. The link is there. You can buy this very paddle and help me destroy Sleepy Joe and the liberals.
It's so good, dude. He's so good. And then Karen, I like to spank you with that paddle. How's that sound? You're not my type. Let's see how that plays out.
I'd like to spank you with that paddle. I bet you'd love that.
You're not my type, honey.
Oh man. And Vicky Barbalak, she won, or she got to the finals. She won like 4 rounds of America's Got Talent. She was like on the one, she's a comedian. So that was like 6 years ago. She got to the finals of America's Got Talent. Super awesome. So then after it says you're not my type, we cut to and we go back to the pickleball match interior, same morning. Action, Trump hits ball to Joe. Trump looks at that tremendous hit. So let's see how that works out.
Tremendous hit.
Yeah, we'll take it.
All right, so tremendous hit. Joe returns it down the line and hits the tape and goes over it and wins. Dash has said, "Let's go, Joe." And then Joe's gonna trash talk. Oh, what's nothing to say now, Donald?
Yeah. Oh, what? Nothing to say now, Donald?
All right. Now, right here, Dirty J walking over. I walk over to Trump. Hey, I have something you could do that most people aren't gonna like, but it gets you easy points, and easy points means easy money. And Trump says, "Now you have my attention." And I wanted to add this kind of like on set. I do this thing where I do this breathing thing where before if I'm irritated or if I'm thinking, I'll do this. right? So you'll hear that me do that here.
Yeah. Oh, what? Nothing to say now, Donald?
Hey, I got something you can do that most people aren't gonna like, that gets you easy points. And easy points is easy money.
Now you have my attention.
So good. So so that being said, let's continue. So the sniff thing is like it's improvised. It's me on set. I'm channeling it. You guys getting this? Is this making sense? Come on, guys. Karen interrupts. Next question to Trump. And then Trump team serves ball. Trump answers that. And then Karen says 4 hits this. So again, we're going to go back and forth. But then something crazy is about to happen. So let's see. So Trump hits the ball back. Sleepy Joe wants to keep reinvesting in a dying sport. Yeah. So this is where, like, remember back in the day where Trump was interrupting Biden? So we wanted to do that. So Biden answers the question. Trump's going to interrupt Biden, and Karen's going to say, "It's not your turn to speak." And then Trump says, "I'm not finished yet, sweetheart. Please don't interrupt me." And then Biden says, "It's not your turn to speak." And then he's going to trip and fall. So there's a lot of action happening. We have dialogue of, again, the action is hits ball back to Trump. Trump says his line, and then Trump hits ball back. Sleepy Joe wants to invest in this, but Karen says it's not your turn to speak. Let's see how that plays out.
Okay. Next question is for you, Donald. How do you feel about tennis versus pickleball? The pickleball community is painting their lines all over the tennis courts. You have 4 hits to answer. Serve now.
I think it's fantastic. It's more money for everybody. You can get more pickleball courts on a tennis court. That's good for the economy. That's good for everybody. Believe me.
Same question to you, Biden. 4 hits.
Trump's all about money without understanding feelings. If I had a bill, a bill, no joke. I would propose the bill that would make it illegal for citizens to play pickleball, tennis. Now that's a real sport, and it has real athletes.
And Sleepy Joe wants to keep reinvesting in a dying sport. And what about the sexy outfits, Joe?
Trump, it is not your turn to speak.
I'm not finished yet, Karen. Don't interrupt
Hey,
me.
man, it's not your turn to speak.
Chips and balls. Okay, right here. Slow motion. Biden falls to the ground. The ball is in the air. Dirty Jerry yells at Trump, "Finish him!" Like Mortal Kombat. Trump slams the ball right at Joe while he's on the ground. And then Dash says, "Wow, really? We didn't film that part?" And then Trump says, "Look, the point doesn't end just because someone falls, according to the source, Dirty J. Joe falls a lot." So let's see how that plays out.
Finish him. Oh, Jack.
Hey,
Oh.
look, the point doesn't end just because somebody falls down. According to my sources, Dirty J, Joe falls a lot. So we just took advantage.
You're right.
Okay, so he says, "You're an asshole." And then he breaks the fourth wall, looks at the camera, and says, "If you're interested in buying my paddle, buy mine." Again, we got no paddle sales, but it's all good.
If you're interested in helping me get back on my feet in this election, click the link below. Buy my paddle and support my campaign. It's serious, no joke, no joke. And put this right-wing lion dog-faced pony soldier behind bars for good. I'm Joe Biden.
And then it cut to interior pickleball courts, same day. Trump looking at the camera. Trump says, "This ain't over yet, folks. Click right here to see part 2." So we're gonna see how that plays out.
This isn't over yet, folks. Click right here to see part 2 and who wins the Pickle Flicks rematch 2024. It's going to be huge.
And then you click it and it goes to my channel called Nasty Nelson. So you can see how I just broke that down and have some flexibility, right? Whenever you're writing, just have some flexibility with your talent, especially when you're working with like high quality actors like I was. Like it was a gift. I was blessed to have that situation. And I'll get more to it in later videos. But listen, there's nothing like writing and actually getting your film made. And once your film made, there's nothing like seeing it on the big screen. So if you actually click on this video right in the comments or right in the description, you'll see how I actually make my films and actually put them in theaters pack the house and have people watch it on the big screen. And it's the most funnest night of my life. And I get other filmmakers involved. I basically call it a one-night film festival. It's super cool. And as a bonus, I actually make money doing it. So if you're interested, after you write your short film, after it's filmed, you're super proud of it and you want to get that thing into theaters, instead of just submitting it, make your own one-night film festival, pack the house with all your friends, family, community, and make some money doing it. So that being said, guys, I hope this helps, and I will see you on the other side.